guys, Camaros Firebirds here. Today we're going to show you some bulb options for your 82 to 92 Camaro and Firebird Trans Am LED options that we're offering here at screamingchicken.com. We're going to show you how to change them, how they compare to each other. Currently, we're carrying iroc-z, Dapper, and Diode Dynamics. We're going to show you how each of those compare to each other, how to change them, and then a few other little tips and tricks along the way. Okay guys, we've got a 85 to 90 Trans Am taillight here. It uses 3 red bulbs, so this is a good taillight for us to use to give you a direct side-by-side comparison for each bulb. Here we have the iroc-z bulb, here we have the Dapper bulb, and here we have the Diode Dynamics bulb. I'm not sure how well it'll pick up on camera, but they do get brighter as you go towards this end. As you would expect, the price goes up significantly as you go towards this end as well. So you do get a better warranty as you go this way too, but you know, it depends on how you want to invest and what you want to spend, but you do get brightness levels that do change as you spend a little more, and you get a better warranty with each. And I'm going to show you each bulb after this, where I can show them to you in the light so that you can see the differences between them all. Okay guys, here's all 3 bulbs laid out for y'all to look at. They all use your standard 1157 base, just like from the factory. They all have side and forward facing LEDs. The differences are going to be, one of them is iroc-z uses a chrome plated plastic as their housing, and then the Dapper and the Diode actually use a machined housing. Theirs, that's part of why they're more expensive. And even though when you look at them, the iroc-z has way more LEDs, that doesn't always necessarily mean brighter. You know, the Diode and the Dapper are both brighter than the iroc-z with less LEDs. They're just a higher rated LED for light output. So you can see, I'll show you the ends on each one. They all have forward facing LEDs so that you get light going out into the housing and straight back. The warranties, again, like I said earlier, you get a better warranty as it goes up. The iroc-z has a 2-year warranty, the Dapper has a 5-year warranty, and the Diode has a 3-year warranty. You know, the Dapper does lead in the warranty department, but the Diode is a little bit more bright, so you know, that's something for you to decide how you want to do with that. But you can see here how they're lighting up in light too. So this is on the brake setting. So this would be, you know, if you're out driving the car during the day, this is how they would look during the day in the lit environment. We show the tail light, swap the wire here. So this is just your tail light running light situation. And so this is how they'd look at night when you're just, you know, parked without touching your brakes with the lights on. When you hit your brakes or your blinkers, that's the difference you're going to get in the day and the nighttime between all 3. All right guys, so here we've got factory style incandescent bulbs in this taillight here. You can see how with these bulbs are clear bulbs, you get some washout through the red. These are older taillights, these are factory taillights, so you can see some cracks and stuff here. You know, these are old taillights, but you're getting the washout from clear bulbs. And then over here on the license plate light, you can see how you get a yellowish color. Then when you look at the iroc-z, you have a good clean white, and these are dirty taillight lenses too, guys. So that difference is purely bulb difference. Both of these taillight lenses are terrible. And then when you move over here to the taillights, you can see how you actually get a full red. You don't get any washout. That's because these lights actually put out a red light. So you get a bright, actual red light from it. And then when you hit the brake lights, you can see how much brighter they get compared, and how much more washout especially. I can see it from back here on our table, the amount of washout you get from the incandescent bulb. For reverse, you can again see that difference in the yellow and the nice clean white versus when you get to the LED versus the incandescent bulb. All right, and you can see with the blinker how much brighter and how much more of an amber color you get. So now we've got the lights back on, and so this will be what it's like in the daylight. You can see how much of a difference that is. So, you know, if you're turning, you want somebody to know you're turning and not run into the back of you. So that's a huge difference. And let me show you the brakes as well. That brake light's way easier to see. That's way better. And if you'll notice too, the incandescents take a few seconds to actually light up versus the LED is an instant. So I can see it back here, the incandescent, as it warms up, it gets brighter, but the LED is still a much brighter, easier to see light, and it's full light instantaneously versus I can see through the back of the housing here, when I hit the brakes, it actually warms up to its brightest setting. Okay guys, so we've still got the iroc-z's in this lens, and I've put the dapper bulbs in this one. This is what you would see at night. This is your tail lights on, your running lights, and your license plate lights. If you notice the dapper, it fills out the lens a little better. Whereas with the iroc, it's a little more hot spotty. License plate light, to me, from back here, is a little more of a crisp white versus the iroc. Still both much better than the stock, but this one is just a little more white to me. All right, so here's your brake lights. The dapper, I can see our table's white. We're a white top, so I can see that the dapper is lighting up a lot brighter off the reflection. So it's gonna be a lot easier to see. Both of these are instant as soon as I'm touching it. None of the warming up like the incandescent, but the dapper is definitely brighter. All right guys, here's the reverse lights. You can see that the dapper is quite a bit brighter. It looks a little cleaner to me as well, kind of like the license plate lights. And then here's your blinkers. The iroc compared to the dapper, you're gonna get a better warranty with the dapper, and it's gonna fill out your housings a lot better than the iroc on top of being a little bit brighter. You do get a little bit of a price increase, but a 2-year warranty versus a 5-year warranty really makes a difference. That price, you know, when you really compare it, it's not a big increase going to the dapper. To me, I think it's pretty worth it, but the irocs are not a bad option if you're on a budget. Okay guys, so here I've still got the dappers in this tail light, and then I've got the diode dynamics lights in here. You can see that the diode is a little bit brighter. You don't have quite as good of a warranty, but the warranty process is a lot more seamless with diode. If you do have a bulb go bad, you just contact us, and then we have diode send you a new bulb. That easy. You get a better warranty with the dapper, but it's not quite as simple as a process. Go ahead and hit your brake lights here, and you still see how the diode is brighter. Yeah, it's a lot easier for me to tell from back here on this white table. I'm not getting the light hitting me in the eyes, but I see how it shines. And then they are filling out the housing pretty well as well. However, they do hot spot a little bit at the bulb. Here's your blinker. And then your reverse lights. One thing to note is just in the style of how they make their lights for the running lights, the diode, they basically hot spots. The dapper, they have lights all around it, so it does fill this little part a little bit better. As far as pricing, the iroc bulbs are about $20 a pair. And this is current pricing as of June 2026. Irocs are about $20 a pair. The dappers are just under $40. I think it's $37 a pair. And then the diodes, are regular bulbs, are $69. Almost double price going from the iroc to the dappers, but you get that much better warranty and a much brighter light. And then you almost double again going to the diode, and you do get a brighter light. You get an easier warranty, but 5 years with dapper versus 3 years with diode. We've showed you all the bulbs lit up. I'm going to show you a little, one little thing with the dapper bulbs, because we've done it a couple times shooting this video, so we want you to be aware of it. We'll explain how you get these out of the car and stuff as well, because we'll show you the back side of the lights. Okay guys, so I've intentionally put this bulb in backwards. You can see it's leaning a little bit in the actual plug, but it will go in, and then I'm going to put power to it, and it'll light up. That's on the tail light, but when you go to do your brake light, it's backwards. It's dimmer now. So that's one thing you have to be careful of with the 3157s, 1157s, excuse me, wrong year thought there, 1157s with the twist-in style bulbs, because the pins are offset. You do have to make sure you get them orientated the right way. The dappers can go in backwards. With the blinker earlier, we had it backwards and then it wouldn't light up at all. So it can happen. There's people that say, no, you can't. We've done it multiple times just today shooting this video. And I'll pull the, so that one is currently incorrectly. So it lights up. And then I'm gonna flip it 180 degrees. And it's in there. Again, it's a little crooked, but it goes in there, and now it won't light up at all, or it lights up on the dim setting instead of the bright setting. Now I've played with the bulb a little bit, didn't take it out. Now it's not lighting up at all because it's not making a good connection backwards. One thing to be aware of, just make sure you get them orientated right because of the offset pins. All right guys, so this Camaro taillight is the grid style taillight. There's also a stripe style taillight. Just it's stripes instead of gridded like this one. They are interchangeable as long as you use the right license plate light associated with each taillight. They are different, but other than that, they are interchangeable. On the back, you can see you've got 5 of these little wing nuts. They're plastic wing nuts. You do have to take off all 5. This one is hard to see inside of the car, but you want to make sure you get to that. Otherwise, you will break it. This is just plastic. It will break off. And these cars are, 40 years old now. This plastic is starting to get brittle if you start pulling on this thing when you shouldn't. So you want to make sure you get all 5 of them off before you try to pull them off. And then these are not the correct 3rd gen connectors. They do work if you play with them, but your connectors will just twist out with a little squeeze lock. All right, so when you move over to the Trans Am and Firebird side, from 82 to 84, they're pretty close to the same. They use the same bulbs. The taillights are the same. From 85 to 92 though, the Firebird and Trans Am vary quite a bit. They use different bulbs. The housings are a little different. So this is an 85 to 90 housing for a Trans Am. Then the 91 to 92, you add an amber bulb down here in the bottom. And then on the Firebirds, they look very similar, but they use completely different bulb setups. They get running lights. There's one of them that uses a different style connector bulb. So you want to make sure that you verify what you have and compare it to what we offer on the website. We have pictures of all of them on the website so that you can see them and match it to what you have before you order. And then as far as removing this one, it's just like the Camaro. It's got 5 of these little wing nuts, and then you slide it out, and then the bulbs will all go in from the back. These are not as interchangeable as the Camaros. Like I said, the 82 to 84s are the same, and then after that it gets real different. But that's the main differences. If you have any questions, you can always call us. We're happy to help. Here we've got these lights in the car. These are the Diode Dynamics HP11s that we just showed you on the table. This car has tinted taillights, so you can see how these are actually quite a bit dimmer than what they look like there on the table. This is just the running lights and then the reverse lights. And then if you look at the license plate lights, you can see how it dims that bright white that you would see on those other ones. Even though those other ones were really dirty with the tint, it still dims this light quite a bit. So if you do have tinted taillights, we're gonna highly recommend getting the brightest, getting the Diode Dynamics. Hit the brakes.
Hit the turn signal.
You can see they do light up quite a bit better, and you do get good light even though these are tinted, but the brightness level is severely limited behind the tint compared to what it was. So we just want to reiterate that if you do have tinted taillights, you want to get the brighter lights so that you can be seen better. And then especially if you're trying to back up at night, you want the brightest ones you can get so that you can see behind you. All right, guys, if you got any questions, give us a call, shoot us an email, screamingchicken.com. We're happy to answer any questions you have and help you out. As always, remember to like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you guys in the next video.